There is nothing any of you could say about me right now that would make me feel bad.
I mean,
there's nothing you could say about my life that wouldn't make me respond with, ooh. First of all, I'm making fun of you because it entertains me. Okay. This is from Real Media Player. Oh, he's not a steel toe guy. Because you have to get the internet. There's no getting the internet. They get to.
Who has to get the internet?
I got the internet going nuts.
Nana's Clam says, bro, this guy had a 3-day hangover from 20 milligrams of edibles. He would die if he was in the room with raw mollies. Well, here's the thing. I thought that was a hangover from the 20 milligrams of edibles. What it ended up being was I was getting the flu. So me feeling like total dog shit and kind of delirious ended up being the fever. And I just thought it was, the weed thing. John's Neglected Cat says, what's Twitchy Imholte on tonight? MDMA from his friend Nick? I mean, no, but I'll ask him. Who's driving, me or you? I mean, I'll ask the guy. Do you want me to? Shit. I didn't know people wanted me to have a good time. What a weirdo. Like, what a square thing to say. Like, hey, what's Nick giving you? Shit that's fun? No, but, like, can ask him if he wants to. I'd be like, hey, man, you know anybody in the central Minnesota area that can get their hands on some, fun time shit? I'll try anything once. Internet people are so weird. They're like, they're garbage human beings. Like, they're terrible people, but they also try to behave like born-again Christians, which is really off-putting and sad. They're like, oh, what are you going to do? Drugs? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe. Do you want me to? Like, I don't know. Like, they act like if, oh, yeah, what did Nick do? Give you MDMA? Let me ask you a question. What if he had? What, am I going to die? Are you going to die? Is it going to be a problem? I don't really understand that. That's just a weird guy, that John's Neglected Cat. Oh, listen, that doesn't sound like a guy who has a lot of fun, Like, I was trying to be funny and, like, kind of flirtatious. I'm like, hey, you want to come downstairs and show up on the stream for a little bit? And she, like, shot me. No. I'm like, no, I was kidding, But it would be really funny if you, like, peeked your head in and gave me a dirty look because everyone thinks you hate me. You gave me a dirty look and then just yelled for Nick to kick me out of the house. That would be funny, right? She didn't think it was funny at all. She thought it was a terrible idea. Colt C says, go for gold, Aaron. Really try hard to make her laugh. Dude, maybe I'm playing up the doesn't like me thing. Maybe. But I don't think I'm that far off. I think I'm closer to accurate than I am inaccurate, if you will. April says, let's have some respect. She's our friend. Who, Kiki or Lady R? There's Lady A, there's Lady R. Lady Rekieta for Friday Rumble's second mic. Yeah, that'll happen. April could bring that together. Who knows? No, I don't know. Look, not everyone has to like me. Some people are immune to my charms. I'm like that Gestapo officer. Anytime it starts with Gestapo.
Why is that your backdrop?
I'll tell you why it's our backdrop.
It's a good backdrop.
we were hanging out with our other swinger partners, the Rekietas tonight, and we didn't want to go home. We were having a good time, so we decided to use Nick's studio. And
got it. Okay.
Yeah, we got the green screen out, and I've got a bunch of green screen backdrop options for tonight if you'd like to see them.
Oh, well, this one couldn't get better than that, but I'd love to see more.
That one is beautiful. Gino would like this one. That is the Nuremberg Rally.
Oh my God.
Gino would maybe
God.
What is that?
That's the Nuremberg Rally.
Germany.
Keanu, I think you might like this one.
I love it. I sure do. I can't get enough. I can't.
I hate him.
I'm covering his mouth. All right.
Oh.
So then I have another one here. I went shopping for backdrops before the. Oh, look at that. Oh, my
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that one. That's classic Gino's picks.
Yes.
Look at their backdrops tonight, darling.
I see it.
Then here's, the great Robert Baratheon social, because our friends are upstairs, are not as good as you friends.
Yes.
They're down in the line.
Or
of
maybe.
fingerprints.
Right.
Do they hang by you?
They do, they do from time to time hang by.
You know
me.
what would be funny if Nick sent you a text and said, "Since April's coming over, why don't you come hang by too?"
Why don't you come hang by me since April's already coming over? Oh, man.
It's all right. We're just teasing you.
Okay.
I know. You don't care. I'm just saying.
Chino.
That's
If
her
I could-
Aaron Bird move.
I
It's
didn't
okay, we're
mean
just
to.
teasing.
I didn't
She's
mean
like, oh,
to.
thanks. I didn't mean to get so offended.
I know you weren't
Gene,
offended.
if I could break kayfabe for a second, I don't.
Oh, please do.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I hate that. I don't care.
So I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go be polite, and I'm going to go socialize and whatnot. I just wanted to come by and say hello because I thought it was a nice way to wrap up my evening.
Yeah.
And I hope Keanu Cast. My original plan was to have April here so she could say hello, but then she left, and you guys got the B squad. Like, this is what would happen. Like, if April couldn't do the wedding, I would be by myself, and then Gino would.
Is that the same thing? I don't know.
James Franco. I don't want James Franco in my SEAL Team 6.
That doesn't seem crazy enough.
Not at all.
Leslie Jones.
Nah, she won't do it.
Damn it.
Sean William Scott, no. John's Neglected Cat says, April, did Rekieta give you some MDMA? Is that what happened? Is
Do
that why
I
you're
look
so
like
spry?
I'm on MDMA?
Oh,
God, that would be a
shit.
nice change of pace. No.
I am. Not. She's not.
I really wish I was. That'd be cool.
No.
But no.
I'm all f***ed up on
I'm
Molly.
on antibiotics. I forget the name, but I'll bring the bottle down. And
Oh.
a couple McGoldens.
I feel like stroking some hair, but no,
Nice.
April, not so much.
You feel like stroking some hair?
Yeah, you do Molly and you just feel like touching things and
What the fuck?
just really happy. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's what it does.
Oh, well, that's funny.
It just makes you really happy and affectionate.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Let me know when I should go do this.
I'm gonna
What
get
is
through
it?
this-
It's 8:09? Okay.
I'm going to go through this Nikki Haley thing.
Okay.
So they call me 2 strikes, but I got a few.
I heard it.
Right.
I didn't miss it. I heard that.
Oh. I got 2 strikes, one for the plug and one for the load.
That's
I got
not-
2 strikes, one for the bitches and one for the dough. I need 2 more. Striked up while I'm talking.
Oh, man. That is not 2 Chainz.
No, that's Kevin Gates.
Oh, you're mixing your blacks.
That
again.
nigga fire, yo.
No, he's not. Did you learn the song Really, Really by Kevin Gates? yet?
I haven't.
That's the one everybody sings.
It's a great song, but I have not committed it to memory.
really not that
No.
good. Is that what you've been doing? Is just finger scraping? You can't even get a spoon? You animal.
Do you want to have this conversation?
No. You're right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Balls Deep gifting a membership. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Did I do both Kotod and Nick the
Yes.
Milkman? Yes, I did. Rekieta Law with $20. Who the fuck is that? It says, y'all are is fine in 2024. You two are fine. I don't need you to tell me that we're fine. I need you.
But it's nice to have a friend reassure you, isn't it?
It's very sweet. You two are fine. Nutella is also. Hulkamasha Baby says Nick puts Nutella on his privates, so Aaron is more interested.
It's off-putting.
That's trouble.
I don't like that you two do that.
Corn Diff says compound bow or crossbow.
I have a compound, but I would like a crossbow now that it's all legal for everyone.
I think next season April does crossbow and I do compound bow. And then it's actually just a regular bow. It just has Anthony's picture on it. You see April.
Yeah, I actually just feel worse now.
No, you see April. It's because it's a compound bow.
I don't understand. Will you please help explain a little farther?
I'm a.
Now, when did you figure that out? I have a feeling a lot of us discovered that
circa
sooner than you did.
09.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lied to me this whole time?
Yeah. No,
Wow.
I didn't lie. I just didn't tell the truth. Thank you very much to Adam with $30.
Bet you it
That's
exists.
brilliant. George Carlin once had a joke about, how people say, tell us in your own words what happens. He goes, I don't have my own words. I'm using the same words as everyone else.
Well,
He says, next time someone tells you to say something in your own words, say, Nick Flotz Blarney Quando Flu. I remember that joke. It's a good joke. George Carlin also did a bit where he goes, I was thinking the other day that and I thought this too, every way of saying something in the English language has been said at one point. There is no sentence that has never been uttered. And he goes, he finally found one. He finally found a sentence that has never been uttered in the English language. You know what that sentence was?
no, but I know you'll tell me.
After I shove this hot poker up my ass, I'm going to chop my dick off.
No, I feel like trans people say that sometimes.
Now, yeah, but when Carlin was doing Back in Town in 96, like that wasn't something people said.
Lame.
Now, if you criticize someone doing that, you're a homophobe. So, the world changes.
Do we have to dance with the fire poker, though? Is that what you said?
No. He
What'd
said,
you say?
after I shove this hot poker up my ass, I'm going to chop my dick off.
I was close.
Right. Were his balls out?
No, I think he had just tidy whities on.
But it's embarrassing.
It's still embarrassing. You got your underpants out there in the streets.
That poor Vic, man.
Yeah. From all accounts, from like people who actually know him, I've heard that he's a really nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Talented. Yeah.
Like Nick knows him really well.
Yeah, they're friends.
And like the shit that like Vic's gone through is terrible.
It makes me feel bad. And every time he was on Simcast, he was really cool with us.
Like the only times I've ever watched Vic have been on Simcast, and like Vic is one of those guys who, like, you can tell he's remarkably well-intentioned, and anything wrong he's ever done, he's as surprised that he did something wrong. Right. He didn't mean it. I don't believe there is a malicious bone in Vic's body. And I just, depending on which guy is over. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Do I think Vic's gay? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You're saying this only matters with individual instances?
I'm saying that I believe Vic tells the world that he is a heterosexual man and he has a lot of pictures with beautiful women, so I'm going with that.
That's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
All
Vic
right.
is a heterosexual man.
Have you noticed he's not been on Simcast in a very long time?
That's because he's going through it.
Oh, I'd sue.
It's like Rekieta's camera. I'm like, I know I'm not that ugly.
That camera's fucking strong.
It's a little too much.
That is crazy.
And like, no offense, but like Nick's not a model or anything, so it's like, why would he want that camera? I'm not, dude. I'm not.
Show off all the artwork.
Dude, I'm not saying that I like blow Nick away in the looks department. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying he and I are probably camping out in the same tier, and that's not a camera for guys like us.
Well, it's not a camera for me either. It's too strong for me. People last night, there was one asshole. I finally showed up to a show, and I was still really sick last night. I'm like, I gave him 2 hours. And some dude's like, oh, I'm just counting April's pockmarks. I'm like, I don't have pockmarks. They were like, I'm up to like 95. I'm like, I don't have pockmarks. I've been sick and I have a breakout.
Oh, fuck, is that great?
Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
So I guess this could technically, this is kind of the Windy City Heat. Why is the red bat even there gimmick?
Why was it there?
Why was live ammo even there?
I wonder if that had to have been addressed, right, in this trial.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. See, now if Nick would have live streamed it, I would have known all this.
I think you should probably talk to him.
If Nick would have live streamed the f***ing trial like he's supposed to, I would know all this shit. What am I supposed to do?
You're right.
Who's live streaming trials? I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't make me go to the competition.
I know he's considering a couple.
Yeah.
Right now.
Do the Alec Baldwin one. When's that one coming up?
I don't know.
Get the
I don't know the dates.
Get the Alec Baldwin trial. Get the
Courtney Clenny.
You know, Courtney
Did that
Clenny.
happen already, or
No.
is it going to happen?
Courtney Clenny. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you so much. We're gonna let April get some rest. We're gonna have ourselves a day. I'm gonna get some boxing.
I don't even know if I should come back tomorrow.
No, you don't think so?
I don't know. It's not a very warm welcome.
Do you feel like you've taken a lot of broadsides?
Yeah, for no reason. Like, this is seriously the sickest I've been in a long time. Oh, you're snorting drugs. Are they talking about this Afrin? I'm snorting this right here. You guy, it's a nasal spray.
It's very fun to it's very fun to see you conceal your drugs in the Afrin spray.
You know, you guys, I actually was missing the show. Or at least I thought I was, and then I came on the show. Look at her.
I just thought of something funny. because these are my only friends I know who could actually do this.
Oh my God.
I just want to say this is Lady Rackets in 40 years.
Shut the fuck up. No way.
Nick dies, and you and her are dragging
No,
Nick's,
you including me?
You and her are dragging Nick's corpse into the bank.
Hilarious.
I'm standing at home going, leave that man alone. He's been through enough.
But you're
and you guys are like,
incontinent, so you
shut
piss
up,
yourself.
you old fuck. And then they just go,
Wow.
and they just go, they drag his old ass into the bank, and they're like, we want to take out all the money. But Nick's a fucking weirdo, and they find out that when he turned 79, he put it all in like some weird New Zealand crypto.
What world are you living in, son?
This is a fun world for me. I'm creating a very fun future.
I'm happy that you think we'll still be friends by then. That's heartwarming.
Right.
But,
but as we know,
I don't like that Nick's going to die before the rest of us. I think I should go
He's
first.
older than everybody.
I don't want to live without you three.
I'm
dying first.
If I die before Nick, do you know how mad I'm going to be?
Why?
The more I do to exercise and things like that, and then
and then he's just not. No, he's trying to go to the gym.
And then I watch
too.
his streams and he's drinking. If I don't outlive,
you don't drink. You have 2 beers right there.
That's a good point. I'm
you
not
have
a
2-pounders right there.
I'm a hillbilly. I'm a piece of shit too. But my point is hypocrisy. Just like I said earlier, my point is. I box. I'm 5 years younger than him. If I don't outlive him, I've done something wrong.
I have a question for you. Speaking of
why
putting
does it
bad
make
things,
you sadder for me to outlive him?
Me? No, I just don't want to. I don't want to outlive any of you.
Do you want everyone to die at the same time?
No, I'm literally the youngest one of you. I'm the baby of the group, but I literally want to go first because I don't want to know what that day looks like.
You're gonna outlive all of us.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not preferable to me. And I have a question.
Bro, I'm the closest to you in age than all of them. And I'm going to be gone before you.
Anyways,
It would be great.
I agree.
If you love Steel Toe, if you like what we do, let's make today a giving day. Just to say thanks. Because we hope you enjoy the program. Oh, no.
They're gummy. I know. Do you have anything to drink?
Very gummy. I do. Hobo Chili with $5 says, well, I found a video of Nick and Aaron fighting. Watch the pageantry of these two gladiators. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. It's going to be like that Crowder video or something.
Oh, no. $45 away from tonight's goal. There you go, guys. There's all the links in the chat for Streamlabs and PayPal and Super Chats and all that.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at Nick and I fighting.
Ew. You two really let yourselves go.
I don't think Hobo would say we let ourselves go. I think Hobo would say that that looks exactly like me. I think that would be
which
Hobo's
one?
take. Take your pick.
The answer is yes.
Does April know that you broke out the plate this morning? I did. We were desperate. I didn't know what to do.
Wow.
We got crushed
I didn't
today.
know that. I wish you'd kept that to yourself.
Yeah, we got crushed today. It was bad news bears.
Guys, knock
That's
out the
for
goal
sure.
for him. He works hard.
All right, let's go ahead and hit refresh. We got someone to thank here, and then puns.
It's literally beaten to dust on the ground and then lit on fire.
Nobody can do what this show does. Kind of like we can't do what other shows do when it comes to certain things. You know, here's a good example, because now I have a friend who's a streamer. Okay, I can't watch like court shit and legal shit like Nick does and like break it down and tell people what's going on. I have no
You have to throw in racist jokes like
I,
you
I have no idea how to do that. Nick could never sit in on this show and watch like Johnny and I go, like he would watch us go into some serious topic. He's like, oh yeah, and well, here's the legality of that. And here you go. Oh, Nick, could you hold on for a minute? The guy's name's Barbecue. We have to make about 30 minutes of puns before we really get into this.
That's f***ing hilarious.
And then he'd probably go, okay. And then the 30 minutes of puns would be over. And he's like, all right, now let me educate you guys on what this means. I go, oh, no, you don't understand. We're done with the puns now. We feel like moving on. So let's get into this serious topic. Total failure and just hard puns for a half hour. And then, oh, did you guys feel like getting into the story? And we're like, nah.
Why do I have to be Nick?
There was a human being next to me, and they have to be personified. So, yes, this show can go to play. Here's how I view this show. This show can go to depths that no other show can get to. Other shows go to heights that we don't really know how to do that. We don't know.
Are you saying we're dumpster diving?
I'm saying I don't know how to go way up here. Aristocox laugh. I don't need anyone else to laugh at me. If I have like K Fallen, Michael B, and the Aristocox laughing, I'm the happiest guy in the world.
Rolling like a spit roast. Sorry.
Haha, you wanted to be in on the barbecue bit and you didn't get to.
I love those bits. I love them.
Nick the Milkman becoming a member for his 22nd month says, stop being so April. Be the happy, funny April we like.
What the is going on with you people? I've been having a lot of fun today.
Ryan the Garb. Now, you got to remember, these are really old.
Thanks for your subscription.
I'm trying to get old.
I wasn't.
Ryan the Garbage Man says, try the Medusa water slide at Mount Olympus. Bro, you got to go to Wisconsin, though.
Do you see what you're doing, though? You're doing that thing where, like, people are like, oh, this is the best TV show of all time. You got to fucking watch it. And then I start watching it. I'm annoyed that I'm watching because you hyped it so hard.
Dude, I'm just promising getting hammered and going on water slides.
I don't get hammered.
I don't get hammered either, but when I do, I like to get hammered.
I know you do.
I don't get hammered anymore.
You do, though.
Vikings games. That's it.
Vikings games, comedy shows,
Okay, fair enough.
bonfires, occasional karaoke nights.
Okay, you know what? I get hammered
birthdays, pool days. For $189, you could figure out your sleep problems.
$249. Holy shit! So you can do this
Really
shit
cheap.
for pretty cheap.
Yep, do it at home. Looks like it's way more expensive to go somewhere.
What have I been doing? Nick the Milkman with 5. I'm one of those people who, like, I'm such a child when it comes to money.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, no, I want to do the fun things with my money. So when it comes to, like, voluntary things that are really expensive, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nobody wants to pay for things that they have to pay for.
I'm remarkably immature, and I don't want to do adult things with my money unless somebody sends me a bill for it.
We could have just stopped it. I'm remarkably immature.
Nick the Milkman with $5. They send you home with what collects it. Okay. Well, then I'll look into it. I just don't want my wife to struggle. That's my thing. I don't really worry about my own sleep.
Why are you, like, do you see what you're doing, though? You're worrying on my behalf. Yeah. I did not wake up in a bad mood today. I would not have brought up the sleep thing, but instantly when you got here, you're very odd and weird.
I feel like shit about it.
Nobody's doing that to you but you.
But when you care about people.
Yeah, I get it.
When you care about people, you go, God, I need to figure this thing out. Not for me. I don't give a shit about me.
Right.
But I don't want the people around me to not get sleep. I know how important sleep is.
It is important. But you woke me up late this morning because I skipped my alarms on accident. I was like, okay, shit, I got to do a show in like 14 minutes. I'm going to be in a good mood. And I was. And I got down here and we're talking about all these problems and I'm stressed because you were kind of weird about it.
Now, how long have you listened to Steel Toe?
I just said this morning about 10 years because this is our 10th year. On the show this week, I feel like you mentioned it. Oh, maybe I read it somewhere. Yeah.
I have a rule. I only play one Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, you really can't do much more than that. Your whole audience dries up.
You think you've heard the Shapiro thing already?
If you didn't mention it, I must have read it somewhere.
Okay. Did Nick do it on his show? If Nick did the Shapiro thing on his show, I'm not doing it.
I don't think so.
Horse shit. He stole it from me. He's got the inside track on all my prep sheets, and he's reading them.
I don't think so, dude.
No.
I think I just read it somewhere.
He's got to move that show, by the way. That airs at a time.
I think he's only been trying to do that for quite a while.
I know. I gotta sit down. We gotta have a come to Jesus meeting.
It's not a you thing. It's not a him thing. It's the people that sign his contracts thing.
Oh, you didn't know this? I'm his agent, actually. So
you're really doing him wrong.
I'm doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, I got you a great time slot. What's that? 11 at night. That's literally...
Yeah, 11 to 2 a.m.
That will literally ruin my life. Yeah, I know, but it's going to be great.
It is, I'm gone.
I figured it out, but I figured it out a little late. So now we're going to get it adjusted. We're going to move it.
It is interesting how many people get up at that time, though, to watch a show. We stream from the Rekieta's place. I like that it's just the full screen is us, right? I hate how good the camera is because it makes us look nasty and old, but it does look nice to not have the border.
Yeah, but think of how bad it makes Nick look. I mean, it affects everybody.
God, you're mean.
No, I'm saying like it makes us look shitty. It makes him look shitty. Look, aside from you and Lady Rackets, this is what egotists Nick and I are. Neither of us belong on a camera that nice. We do not. He and I should not be on that nice a camera. It makes him look like...
whether I compliment him or you right now, you're going to just disagree with me.
But it makes him look old and drawn, and it makes me look like puffy and like a
Are you just upset that you don't look old and drawn?
I don't want to look old and dry. He just looks like...
Which would you rather be, puffy or drawn?
I don't want to be either. Like, neither of us need to be on a camera like that. D. Gulag said, Nick is looking pretty rough, to be fair. Well, plus, I don't drink on my streams. And as you drink, you get a little more, like...
Yes, you do.
Well, not like whiskey. I have, like, a beer or two. But, like, if you start drinking hard stuff on your stream, you start kind of leaning. You start leaning. I do kind of... I like the whole, like, grooming around it. I haven't done man shit to my face for most of my life, and it's kind of fun doing it this way. But I got 2 girls on my case now to grow out the goatee. So like yesterday, you know, we're at the Reketas, and Nick wanted to do the members only show. He goes, "Why don't you and I do the show?" And I said, "Absolutely. You know what? Sounds like a great idea, my friend." So I had Gino on Friday, Nick on Sunday, and now Keanu's going to be on a little bit today. But April and Lady Rackets are sitting off camera, just trying to be stupid and distract us. I think you saw it during the show at one point. A woman's belt came flying into the frame, and I put it around my neck. That was April. April took her belt off and threw it at me to distract the boys. What a little hua to do a thing like that. But it was a good time, man. Become a member, watch the show with Nick and I. We tried to keep it on track. We did the best we could. But I started kind of growing this, not by accident again, but just to kind of see how I liked it. Because I did keep it for a little while last year. And then, like, I'm the kind of guy who, like, married or not married, or, like, in a relationship or not in a relationship, if a pretty girl tells me something looks good, I do it. I'm weak. I don't even know if that's weak. That's probably just smart. You want pretty girls to like you. So if they say, "Ooh, I really like that," I go, "Well, then I'll be growing it out. In fact, I'm going to find some Miracle Tonic, and I'll even have it grow faster." So, like, April likes the way this looks. And then yesterday, Nick's wife says to me, and, like, we've talked before, I have no idea. Like, I'm friends with Nick, but this woman, I don't know if she, like, you know how you have, like, your friends, and then their girlfriends or wives, and you're like, does she tolerate me, or is she like, I'm glad my boyfriend or husband or whatever is friends with this guy? Like I know how Keanu feels, right? For example, I know how most of my friends' wives and girlfriends feel. Nick, I'm not really sure yet. So she actually like came out of not her shell, but maybe her disdain of me, and she said, "I really like the way that looks." And of course, she's a beautiful girl as well, just like April. And so when a cute girl tells me, "Hey, I really like that," I go, "I'll grow it out for you." "Oh, yeah. Both of you, I'll grow out for both." I'm disgusting. I'm pathetic is what it is. So we're going to grow this thing back out again this spring and this summer. And we're going to see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe I grow, who's that UFC ref, Beltran, who grew his mustache so long he could tie it up underneath his chin. I knocked over a whole Yeti of water onto the Roadcaster. It was a disaster. It was terrible. The Roadcaster shorted out. We had to turn it upside down to get it to dry. And then yesterday, and I hate when I say this because Nick and I enjoy karaoke, but there's also, between April's pineapple tattoo and us liking karaoke, people see that as like a swinger, like, facet, as like a thing. So they go, "Oh yeah, swingers," because it's like with you guys and us and the golfing and everything. Like, "Oh yeah, swingers confirmed," blah blah blah. But we like doing karaoke, whatever, and having a few drinks. And so yesterday we're doing karaoke, and I have my feet on Nick's, like, coffee table, like, sitting on the couch, whatever. And I just moved my big toe a little, and I knocked my water glass over. All over the room. I mean, just glass everywhere. And April and Nick's wife and me and Nick were all just looking for pieces of glass. And then his wife cut herself on one of the little pieces that she was picking up. And I just feel like the biggest bag of shit. And April's like, "You're just never going to be able to get out of this phase of spilling everything you drink."
You're like Well, Bisconti, he's a Bisconti in a china shop. He doesn't spill, but he bounds around and knocks things over. I spill. I break things. I'm like a baby giraffe just coming out of its.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa! And then all of a sudden the glass is broken, and then that sounds like, oh, I just spilled again. I broke a glass.
Yes.
No, it's not that. But and I'm terrified of it because my mother, my entire life, if you spilled something, if you spilled a Diet Coke or a Coke on the floor, it's 6 days ago, and she just came home, she could walk over it no matter how much you cleaned it and say, somebody spill something here? Who spilled?
This moment, I went, you have to lean into this. Like, you've been caught. Like, you just have to, this is it. This is what you're doing.
No,
now.
there's no thing like, you can't be like, April, quiet down. No, you can't do that. You're like,
Right. Nick did the
Right.
members only show with me yesterday. We were over there, and he goes, hey, I want to do a show with you. I want to do the members show. And I said, okay, April, fuck off. He and I did the show, and I showed him this clip also, and he's like, wait a minute. He's like, in public? I go, no. I go, first of all, I will avoid shitting in public at any opportunity I can. I mean, just, no. I'm like, yeah. I go, he was trying to shame me to make it sound like doing that in your own home was this terrible thing. And I'm like, who the fuck cares? I go,
I wouldn't think to do that because I'm a cold-natured person, but if I'm in a leotard or something, or like a onesie, then you are shitting naked, I guess.
You have to remember.
But to me, it's uncomfortable. It's like, ugh. But in one man's domicile,
Yes.
It's still your domicile, even though you work in your home.
Will afford the cocaine. Yeah, you know what? That's probably a good question to ask, too. For their fan fiction that they come up with, they've got to figure that out. Mr. Nobody says, you still have Nick's shit on your face from eating his butthole. Is that what this is? This is Nick Rekieta poop on my face. It's weird how he left it in a... I really dig in there like a badger, don't I? Holy shit. Yeah, of course, Nick, if you're not a member, become a member. Nick did the members only show yesterday, which was great until those came down and just started, trying to distract us. We hired women. We're not. We would never say that about April and Lady Rackets. Of course, we would. It's more. Nick and I hired. I don't know why we did it. We hired to sit in the studio. I don't know what the plan was, but they just started acting like hookers. I guess we should have figured it out. Cocaine or not, Aaron himself just the same, says Brett Mack. See, now that just seemed like you went out of your way to be hurtful. Magic 8 Ball says meth causes hair loss, right, Aaron? Hey, wait. Not Fred says the rumor is they say you're gay with Nick R. Yeah, that one actually hurts because that's like, as a homophobe, like the gay shit. Yeah, that one does. That's the one they should run with. That one would hurt me the most. Not like I'm getting top shelf all the time. Sorry, Onion fans. I'm really not sure Aaron gets really good all the time. I don't know if that's the own you think it is, but good for you. Ozone says, I agree so much. Let's go into what we've got today, this bloodbath thing from Donald Trump. And thank you to Rumble, by the way, the chat over there. There are some questions in the Rumble chat right now I am not answering. I'm not. Rekieta and Gino are going to turn and cheat on Aaron for each other. Well, look. Boys will be boys. All right. You naughty, otter-loving freak, says T. Jefferson. I did. You see what? It eats balls. It's so frustrating. Oh, God. Yep, I got yelled at. That was the first yelling. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be cursing. With $5 says, go do your family thing, man. Us OGs understand. F the internet people that don't get real life. You realize Kiki is on right now. Oh, God, go watch Kiki. Go watch Kiki. I got stuff to do. You go watch Kiki. Watch Kiki or Zia or whatever. That's a good idea. Paul R. Nelson says, it's essing in the mouth of all blue-collar workers. Break your back in the factories and give me your wages. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Femi Lemmy says, we are all internet voyeurs. Why aren't you satisfying our voyeur needs? You are right. Aunt Jemima says, did Kiki get paid yet? Gino and Kiki have been taken care of. Natalie Copeland says, how long can it possibly take to plan a birthday party? Not true. Boy, Natalie, I think Copeland is definitely the right name. Planning a birthday party, not too hard. Getting the shit you need and getting stuff you need and getting it. I can't do a show like this. Breakfast sandwiches, says Pool Scam Sam. Thank you.
Yikes.
Zach Anderson says, Aaron already takes criticism better than Eric July. I don't know who that is. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I have no idea who Eric July is.
Don't do it.
I watched my buddy Nick get involved with the Eric July thing, and then everyone called him an asshole. I'm not around with it. I see that, what is that, Clips channel. I see those clips come up. Oh, Nick was a piece of shit with Eric July. An asshole, piece of shit, motherfucker. I'm like, you know what? I don't really need to get involved.
No, it doesn't seem like a thing for me.
No,
either.
doesn't really
I'm fine.
seem. You know, I'll say this. Judging by what I've seen online, it seems like a thankless deal.
Dude, the whole internet.
It doesn't really seem like something that you get involved in and then everyone thinks you're awesome.
Nope.
I'm all right. Sir K says, why does Aaron pretend that the singing rumors aren't about trading?
The singing rumors?
The singing rumors?
The rumors are that you only sing Elton John.
Oh, no. Eric Church mostly. Gray Idols says, April's hair looks great and there is a gigantic funnel web spider resting on Aaron's head. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, my God. I don't know what to do.
Sir K, becoming a member for 8 months, says Aaron does the trading swinging, allegedly. Oh, that's the gauge. You mean swinging, not singing.
I was going to say, we're pretty. He said that. I don't need Aaron to sit on the air and tell people that I'm pretty. Like, I get it.
April knows that my jokes are in good fun, not malicious. Please don't get upset.
I know you're fine.
Yeah, I like trivia.
What bothers me is when I see people being seriously dishonest.
Nick said to me, Nick was watching the show once, and he goes, yeah, I see that you've got one of my old fans, Tridio, watching your show. I said, Tridio's a decent enough guy. He's a good dude, this Tridio fella.
Oh, God. Do you ever sit and have a sneeze stuck for ever?
What the Where did this? Oh,
why?
Who sent us this? Zen Rhino sent us this link.
Jesus, why are we doing that?
We're learning about this whole new world of like transparent try-on videos. So who is this woman? Transparent try-ons with Kelsey. So her name's Kelsey. I don't like that.
So she
name.
just gets to buy all these sexy little clothes and probably never wear them again and like just makes a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Sounds so nice.
Small for reference.
You want to buy a new lake home?
Does she come with it?
Oh.
I don't really
maybe
like
you guys
brunettes,
could maybe you guys could collab.
Me and her? Oh
Yeah.
no, she's way hotter than me.
You don't understand.
I'm not fishing. I find her remarkably attractive. I just don't like brown hair too. Didn't I say?
Oh yeah, because we're one of them. Yeah, 8. You're right.
Or it could be just us ladies.
None of us are going to complain.
So for
Here's what it'll be. It'll be Frank going like this. It'll be Nick going, life is funny. And it'll
I
be
picture Nick with like a little glass of bourbon.
and then Gino and I going, they're so dumb.
Don't touch me like that. No, that wasn't like a bad.
That was a.
Just maybe don't touch me right now.
You know what?
No.
I'm really sorry.
Get the
I'm really sorry. I didn't
Stop
mean
it.
to touch you. You should only be touched when you want to. And I apologize for touching.
Somebody's going to clip what just happened, and they're going to clip me saying, no, stop it. And you still touching me. They're going to be like, look at how grapey this guy is.
I don't mean to brag about my life. I don't mean to brag about my life.
Oh, my God.
But there is literally nothing any of you. I'm talking about me as an individual, nobody else. There is nothing any of you could say about me right now that would make me feel bad.
I mean,
there's nothing you could say about my life that wouldn't make me respond with, the polite one. He's the only one who's like, I'm not going to play this.
no, Lady Rackets won't do it either. I don't think she plays it on purpose around you.
She doesn't have any control.
What?
She doesn't control the music. Generally speaking.
Look, I feel like Nick and I do definitely.
So what you're saying is
control the music usually.
What you're saying is you're the only one who will taunt me with Machine Gun Kelly.
No, he'll do it too, on occasion.
Until I threaten to play Kill Shot.
It is interesting. Like, yeah, us three do really like him.
Yeah.
And then there's Aaron just being a fuddy-duddy
Those
over
three
here.
like the worst punk music. They don't even like good punk.
Whatever.
Like, there's good punk music, and they play,
Okay.
what's that Republic band? Or not Republic. It's some, like a form of government and an adjective. Like, running republic or sweet-spirited democracy. Or like those punk bands with the gay names. Or like old time glory and shit like that. There's a
Newfound Glory?
Newfound Glory. That's the one. They're so bad, and you guys love that shit.
I don't even want to keep listing things I like now.
Oh my God. It's so bad because everybody who likes music knows there's really good punk music.
What do you consider to be good punk music? Because to me,
my heart's sitting on go.
okay, but the difference is like your shit will literally put people to sleep or give them depression, and mine will like keep people up and happy in a way.
I debate
Because
happy.
even when they're singing shitty, sad stuff, it still sounds up.
Nick tried to convince me that MGK was good one day. He goes, no, buddy, listen. It's the vivid imagery of his words. I'm like,
God, that's so
I
true,
said
though.
that's what we call simple.
Have you ever seen any of his videos? Oh, man.
He just puts people in their f***ing. That's easy. Anybody can just, hey, here's a
and
song.
then country music. Oh, let's have a beer and a guitar, man. And
That's
some
hard.
aviator
It's hard.
sunglasses.
It's hard to have aviator sunglasses, play a guitar, and drink a beer. That's
No,
difficult.
it's not. And let me go every now and
He
then.
does not do that.
'cause I
He's
got
too
fucking
classy.
grizzly in my lip.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't chew. I had to begrudgingly admit to April yesterday that I really liked a Morgan Wallen song.
I like that one, though.
What is it? You Proof?
Yeah, You Proof.
I
It's pretty
love
good.
that. I heard I had an Eric Church song on and I let it play through so it went to like a related playlist and it went Morgan Wallen You Proof and I'm like, this song. And then there was another Morgan Wallen song, Man Built a Bar.
Okay.
Guess who features in that one?
Not Eric Church, right?
EC features in that one, yeah.
Don't call him EC.
He's
You guys
EC.
are not fun.
My Girl. That's right. It is from My Girl. That's so sad. No, the Twilight Zone episode was All the Time in the World, where Burgess Meredith, the whole world died in a nuclear explosion. He had a shitload of books he could read all by himself. Nobody was going to bother him anymore. And then he broke his glasses.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell Nick that you were shitting all over MGK tonight just so he can,
What's he going to do?
I don't know.
Fucking do
Think
something.
about something to say to you.
Say something. You guys have been saying shit about MGK. What's he going to do? Oh, he's actually really good. Yawn. He's a single
I
man.
would fucking cancel Aaron for doing that. Oh, wow.
That's what I wish. I wish he would be circled by Apache Indians. MGK.
I don't care that you do that, except that you just did it here. And I tell you what, if you ever get our show canceled,
You
from
can't
everything,
do that?
I don't think so.
You can't do that? Why not? You've got to be kidding me.
I don't think that's kosher on here. And like I said, I don't give a shit, but this platform probably does.
Really? So I can go like, oh, Lordy, I just loves fried chicken. Or I can go like, oh, I climb on your roof and redo your shingles. Or I can say, oh, I'll build your railroad and then make a fried rice. I can do that, but I can't go, That's a simple hand to my
He
mouth.
keeps doing it, so he must not care. I'm believing if you get that money for what you've put into the house that you're going to leave.
Right.
No, you're going to fucking spend it on some stupid shit and you're going to stay there anyways.
Can you trust this man?
No.
Is the question.
You can't trust anybody.
Can you trust him?
Cannot trust anybody. I fucking had it.
Rekieta Law with $20 says, F the police coming straight from the underground. A young got it bad because I'm brown. Sid with $20 says, let's go. Skeezy with $5. He's talking about the theme of the songs.
Yeah, I know.
Which is like, this girl, she's so good and cool. Why aren't I the one that she likes?
You sound like Nick trying to sing songs.
That
That was maybe the closest I've ever heard.
No, I've been dying to get my Nick impression
That was
down,
the
and now
one.
I fucking did it accidentally.
That was hilarious.
God damn it.
That was the closest I've ever heard.
Shit, I'll never have that back.
Oh. Shit.
Shit, piss. Everything Gwambi Irie. I just have to speak
Okay,
in
that's gonna make
When
me
I'm
win.
frustrated, I have to speak in patois.
No, so you frustrate everybody around you.
No, I be from the other place.
Okay.
God damn it. Well, it makes sense. I was making fun of emo music. And that's, that's the
Yeah,
kind
but you
of
had
music.
to do it in the right voice.
I know.
And you did. So.
God, piss, damn it, shit. Asshole butts. Well, anyway, guys, let's move on. I want to have a good day. I don't want to sit here and wallow in the fact that I just, God dang, you know how hard it is to get a fucking impression started, and then you do it effortlessly and you don't even realize it? Poop.
You do realize that they just called it like Goth Thursday or whatever because we accidentally both wore black today.
It's Goth Thursday on the Steel Toe Morning Show. Of what is funny, I'm going to go to Beartaria and take some training from my Jedi Master Owen Benjamin. That's what I got to do. Do you think if I ask Owen Benjamin nice, he'd let April and I stay a couple nights in Beartaria?
I fucking love that.
I'm going to ask Owen.
Love that?
Yeah.
I want him on this show.
I'm going to use my friendship with Nick Rekieta to get into Beartaria.
Hold on. Yeah, I did. I mentioned him around Nick once, and he's like, I can get contact, right?
Yeah, we're going to go. I'm going to go. Guys, we're going to go hang out with Owen. I'm going to do the show from Beartaria, and we're going to see if we can really, kick this thing into high gear.
So is that like do you camp out there, or is that like a literal compound with like multiple houses?
I don't know. Maybe we'll rent a pull behind.
No.
And go out to Beartaria. I don't know. Hooters Gal says, finish Aaron's last day ever on YouTube goal. That's a good point. 295 away from today's goal. I don't think after Celsius makes me based, we're going to be seeing too much love from YouTube. So then I take it and I put it in the cup holder, and so it's filling up the cup holders like watertight compartments on the Titanic. And I get back here, and I'm looking for sympathy. And I say, this is terrible. I've spilt Dr. Pepper on myself. This was a horrible way to be. And Nick accused me of myself.
I did too.
And April accused me of myself and then dumping the Dr. Pepper on my genitals to cover up the fact that I'd pissed myself.
It was so perfect. Like the shape of it and everything looked like you legitimately pissed your pants. I always pack like my small gym bag of things when I'm going away for like a day just in case you get stuck there. Casey like to people.
Always prepared.
I really do though.
Mr. Nobody says April looks lovely in Nick's clothes.
Oh, do Nick and I wear the same clothes?
Is that a Rekieta shirt?
I'm wearing his headphones.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Here, how do I do this?
Aaron, did you poop naked at Nick's? I would never poop. Oh, that looks great.
I don't think this is Nick's clothes. It could be.
That's a really good
He's
top.
a little feminine.
Did you just get that?
Yeah, as a Play-Doh slime.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
It's like $4.
I like that.
It's like one of those like suit vests, but it's for women.
I enjoy it. Zen Rhino says, I just read that one, Aaron, you idiot. Imholtz have been abducted. I know. We are fine. We'll hold up a newspaper, whatever you need us to do. Everything's good.
It'd be nice to be closer, actually. I would like it over here.
Oh, well, then we'll just get right on that.
It's hard finding friends you like a lot, and then you have to live an hour away.
I don't have trouble finding friends I like a lot. People just seem to be attracted to me.
That's very true. They're not attracted to me. So when I find friends that are really good to me, I like to hang on to them.
I'm kidding.
I'm
joking.
Yeah, no one's attracted to me ever. And it's like, these two aren't attracted to me either per se. I would love to go to her for HR meetings. That would be hilarious.
She's against
Please.
Me. She's against me.
That's in my favor.
Here's the deal, though. She's softening. She's softening her stance on me, and I'll tell you why.
You're such a baby.
She didn't want me to go to the grocery store today.
No one did. Well, Nick didn't have a problem with it.
Nick didn't have a problem.
Nick's like,
dudes.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, that's some man shit. Yeah, that's some man shit.
He did kind of say that. He's like, look, he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And he actually came to me. He's like, you guys seem like you're fussing a lot over this. And I'm like, can you just relax?
But okay. And now that I'm done, I can admit it. Having two beautiful women worry about you and not want you to go, it feels fantastic. So you play it up a little bit. You're like, girls, I wouldn't exactly call myself a hero, but I wouldn't stop anyone else from calling me that.
Ugh. No, the Nickelback song is not going to play for you, Aaron. Sorry.
I can be your hero, baby.
No, it's Hero by Nickelback.
That's a different song. I was going with a different one that was playing.
Gay.
Femi Lemmy says, April, I am worried about you. Unless you wear swimwear, then I hate you. I'm so hormonal. Oh, that's Femi Lemmy.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I thought they were saying unless you wear underwear, and I'm like, nope.
Porn is indeed human trafficking.
There's some funny chats in here.
For God's sakes. The Reketas make Aaron and April drive to Casey's when they have to shit. That would be terrible.
Wow.
That would be awful if they did that. Nick's clothes fit you beautifully, April. Yes, they're all saying that that's a Nick Rekieta shirt.
I'm going to tell Nick later that you guys liked it a lot.
King Yeti says, Rackets would love for Aaron to strip naked and powder coat his toilet bowl. That's A very sexy thing for you to say.
Oh my god.
I don't know why you got to talk
Why-
so hot when I'm
Why
around.
powder coat?
Y'all live at the Reketas now? I mean, yeah, for the last last few days because our kids slept over here.
I mean, I'd like to.
Yeah, our kids were here for
It's
a
easier
sleepover
this
on
way.
Saturday, and then we stayed Sunday, and now we're leaving tonight.
Do you know how frustrating it is to have a set of friends and their kids who all like hanging out with us and our kids
Yeah.
and having to drive that long to just meet up to shit? It'd be nice.
It's a ways.
It's
Aaron,
too
I know
far.
where that bruise on your tricep came from. Blink twice if the Reketas are holding you two as sexual hostages.
We did have to ask, like,
We had
where did
people,
that bruise come from
So this
today?
bruise I have on my arm, we had people put their hands on the bruise to measure who was responsible for
yeah,
it.
here's one. What the
And-
hell is going on?
And Nick
Look at this.
discovered that there's a thumbprint bruise here. Says he believes that the thumbprint bruise goes to this. So somebody had their fingers and thumb, and I theorized this was an April job from Thursday.
Somebody goon-handed you. And it's probably me.
April was goon-handing me. Oh, no, that was Friday morning, wasn't it?
Or
What
I was like restraining your arms behind you
yeah,
and pegging you.
Friday morning was the morning where you
We don't have to talk
you
about
had
it.
to tell me
no.
to be quiet because the door was open.
Golly.
That one.
It's just courtesy.
I think that's where the bruises came from.
common courtesy.
Of course. Of course. All right, guys, let's have a great show tonight. Our last one from Casa de Rekieta.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Anything
Why
you
in
want.
the actual hell would this be Nick's shirt? He's quite a bit
It's-
larger than I am.
It would so
This wouldn't fit him.
It would be
He
so
would-
if that was his shirt.
He would fat guy in a little coat this thing and tear it.
Oh, he'd look terrible in it. It would be a horrible thing. But at any rate,
For Nick's hot pants and knee socks. Says SH.
his hot pants and knee socks.
Yeah.
Oh, the titty streamer outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm watching Nick's show, I'll see SH in the chat and a couple other of our listeners.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
T. Jefferson says Nick was doing a fan film of strutting. Is that what he was doing?
Aw.
Oh, okay. Strutting my way on over to you.
Doesn't he hate that song? Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. It's probably that you sing it
How
so
could
much.
anyone hate strutting?
Don't play it. We get this
Strutting
one
in
pops
the
too.
nighttime, strutting at noon. Strutting my way on over to you. So anyway, great week, great weekend, great start to the week. Let's knock out this 200. Let's do a little overtime tonight. Let's call it a win. And make sure you watch Rekieta Law on Rumble tonight at
Oh yeah, that's true.
11?
Yeah, 11.
11 o'clock.
Look, he's always fashionably late by like a minute or two.
He is.
so-
He's got a
But
little
check
bit
it
of
out.
you-know-what blood.
Get in the waiting area like at 11. How's that sound?
The problem is he has atomic clocks in this studio, and he's Polish, so they don't know what the big hand and the little hand mean.
Well, and his nose gets in the way.
That's
He can't
all
see
it-
it
yeah,
anyways.
it's poor guy.
I'm kidding. I kid. Don't kick me out.
You know, when anyone uses the term, oh, he looks down his nose at them, it's like, God, how far away are they?
This is a very uncomfortable spot to sit. Do you know that?
Yeah, there's my beer. Thank you.
So
That's it's very nice. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anytime. That's more than welcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Nick wanted to bring you your
I
beer.
appreciate that.
He just wasn't clothed, apparently. Anyways, what did I miss?
Oh, we got to play a little Grady Judd.
Really?
Then I got really motivated to not do the show anymore.
Was it new? Grady
No,
Judd?
we were talking about Florida, and they have one of their police chiefs there.
Okay.
Decided that he would just say, look, you guys want to shoot a motherfucker, just go ahead and shoot, like squatters.
Right.
Like if someone's squatting in your house or someone's invading your home, you can take them out. Save us some work. That was their response to New York. What do you call it? New York had that thing where they arrested that homeowner.
Yeah. Oh God,
for trying
that was
to
depressing.
lock out a squatter. That was really unfortunate.
It was so sad to me. I don't believe there should be squatter rights. You're not an owner.
Right.
You're ruining homes. You're ruining lives. And I hate to say this, but I'm not against. It was Grady Judd, right? Grady
No,
Judd.
no,
it
nah.
was-
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going home tonight.
Cousin It says, just stop by to say that everyone here is and
Hell yeah, brother.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Damn it, I really thought I'd shaken
God,
that.
I'm in a way. Do you want to go in the hot tub tonight?
It looks like that's where it's
No,
going.
I think Nick just wears those.
That's weird.
No, it's not weird. I walk around in bikinis all summer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
I
not
do.
it's not summer.
Well, it's warm in the house. I don't know.
It's
I don't know, man.
I rest my case.
Yeah, I know.
175 away from tonight. If you'd like to contribute, great. If not, we'll leave a half hour early. Behind the desk you're sitting at, Biden. Yeah,
fuck off.
It's over there.
This guy.
Over there.
I don't see it still.
Over there. There's a saw. Look, you tard. Over there.
No, there's not. I don't believe you.
Femi Lemmy writes bikini.
Oh, shit.
What'd you do?
I yanked the next thing out of my...
Please say butthole.
No, out of my ear.
Please say
It's
butthole.
small enough to go in my ear, but big enough to hurt.
That's what I keep telling every girl I've ever dated. I said, look, here's what you're going to get.
That really hurt.
There's a try on Rumble Friday to make that up like we always do.
I think we will.
And then we'll do it. Yeah, on Rumble Friday, we'll end up going till what?
Hold on.
We'll end up going till noon or whatever.
So, did you talk to them yet about a schedule change this week?
No, we'll talk about that later. How much for Aaron to rake a fork on his arms?
That's it?
I don't feel I need to do that kind of a thing.
That's not very much, though.
All right. Cycle Cleveland says $50. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to.
Rake a fork on your arm to, like, just...
I'm fine with missing tonight by $150. You think I'm going to beg you for $50 so I can stick a fork into my arm? Are you out of your mind? No, not $100. That's an old Red Bar bit, by the way.
Oh, really?
So that's like a Red Bar copycat thing that he's doing. Yawn. Come on. You got to be better than that. Cycle Cleveland. Come on.
Crunchy, I see you're joking.
Do a better job. All right, guys, we are out of here. That's it for tonight. April and I are going to go enjoy the rest of our night and then at some point head home because we have to get back in our studio.
Yes.
And have ourselves a great show with Johnny and I.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
All right. Well, thank you,
guys.
April, for filling in today. We do appreciate it.
Of course. It was a good time.
And to the rest of you, thank you very much for your generosity. We will talk to you again. Talking to Mersh and Royce, I congratulated both of them on their live event this weekend. And they were both like, oh, you guys got to come out for the next one. Because I know that Rekieta and I were talking about going there. Yeah. Rekieta was going to get Masterson to go.
Yep.
And then Nick and I were going to bring our wives because we all each other.
Yes.
And that's important.
Yes.
All of them lovely girls.
Yes.
Nick and I both with our problems. We're not lovely. Nobody's going to describe Nick Rekieta as lovely, and nobody's going to describe me as lovely. We're both passable gents with our own problems.
No, one person did. Your buddy Gino.
I'd fucking die for Gino Bisconti.
Called you a tall drink of water.
Can I tell you right now?
Yes.
I love you. I do.
Okay.
I'd fucking die for Gino Bisconti.
That's fine.
I love that man.
I'm glad you're not that for me.
I've hung out with him 3 times in person in my life, and I'm like, I'd fucking kill for this dude. 100%. And that's probably a mental illness.
Gino's pretty cool.
But
not gonna lie,
Gino's a good one.
All
right, he's not gonna talk about us.
No, he don't give a about us.
Free whiskeys, some trivia time. If you're gonna be on the show, what do you not show? That's right.
Speaking of whiskey, if anyone finds themselves ever hanging out with, if you ever find yourself friends with Nick Rekieta, I have some advice for you. If you ever need to make a liquor store trip, send him.
Oh?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when you go, and you want to get your bottle of Basil Hayden, your bottle of Angel's Envy, not a bad bird.
Yeah. Okay.
You go, hey, Nick, what do you want? Can I get you anything? He'll be like, Weller 14-year cask barrel rose Merlot soaked barrel orange cask.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How much is that?
You'll be like, where the fuck am I going to find that? And you know what the thing is? You think that's your out. You're like, where the fuck am I going to find that? He knows exactly the liquor store you can go to find it. He goes, oh, this guy always has it.
God.
Son of a bitch. No, he likes, I like it because I'm the only person in any of my friend groups who have liked like good bourbon. But he likes better than my bourbon. He's not supposed to.
In a way, I kind of like that Crowder's back in circulation because I feel like I hadn't heard enough about him for a while, and he likes to be a buffoon.
I'll admit I miss Crowder when he's gone.
I do too.
Yeah.
In not the ways that he wants us to miss him.
I told Nick today because like sometimes if I run across stuff that we do on our show and it's really good, I'll send it to him and I'll go, this might be good for you tonight. Like if sometimes he gets a little rushed. like planning a show. I go, hey, check this out. You can dig into the it's usually stuff where I'm like, you could kill an hour and a half easy.
Right. His show prep's a little different than yours. It's I've
deep
watched
diving into legal shit.
Okay, what is the topic for tonight?
Yeah.
And gotta be something that circles legal.
So I sent him the Crowder, not Jared thing, and I said, oh man, it's really good. And he kind of looked at me hesitantly, and what I picked up on was I was like, oh, is it okay to shoot inside the Rumble tent or no? Because that's Crowder. That's like the big dog.
Yeah.
Right there. I don't know if you can go after the big dog. There's Bongino and Crowder. And
you're
he's like,
saying Nick go after
yeah. And he's like, no, I don't think they mind. I think it's okay. And ROTC nails Crowder on a regular basis. No, guys, I'm not saying he didn't do anything on it. I'm saying when he was talking about it today, he was just talking about his opinion on the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, no, I said go back to the episode whenever he was doing that. I missed it, obviously.
Atomic Ray, Nick has no problem stretching time. We sometimes request the chair. That's not very nice.
Oh my God, Atomic Ray watches too.
That's not very nice, my man. 2:15 away from tonight. Let's go ahead and knock that out and call it a success this evening. Thank you guys very much in advance.
Thank you
for your support. Very cool. All right, this strippers' Bill of Rights thing. God, now I really want to do we're doing the Crowder thing tomorrow.
Wow, you're getting testy over here.
Well, I started the Gerald thing today. I did the not Jared thing yesterday.
Okay.
Then I did the Gerald thing this morning by myself, and I was hot, man. I was getting after it. And but I had to stop it at 9 minutes out of 25.
Yeah.
So there's way more of this. And then I listened to the rest on the way before the show today, and I'm like, oh boy.
That's brutal. When you've struck gold and you just don't have enough time to
You're
get through
running
all
out of time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this stripper Bill of Rights thing. So a bunch of who's. Chrissy and Frank, look, I love Chrissy. She's a friend. We're allowed to disagree on shit like this.
Yeah, I don't look at my friends and hear that they don't have the same opinion of me or as me.
Yeah.
Be like, wow, we can't be friends anymore.
Oh, they're backing Crowder on this. That's fine.
Like you told me Nick had an opposing opinion on the other Crowder stuff with the, Daily Wire?
Yeah.
Which I didn't know about, which I don't agree with, but I'm like, oh, I guess that shitbag can still be our friend.
Yeah, what I always say is, you guys, you're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah, you're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah,
you dimwit.
No, yeah.
I just said dimwit.
You fucking
Holy
dimwit's
hell.
an underrated insult.
Damn. Do you ever just say something just comes out of your mouth and you're like, I missed that one?
I hate them. I can't do this. I know that the audience loves these rants. I can't do this election year, man. I can't do it. They're just the worst. Little Munchkin Cat says it's Nick Rekieta at the door. Dude, if that was Nick and Lady Rackets at the door, that would be lovely.
I would be thrilled if Nick and Lady Rackets were at the door.
That would be awesome.
You know why? Because we're all friends and we love each other.
I love those two.
Our kids love each other.
I think she likes me now.
Aaron, they love us. We love them. You're fine.
I don't think she likes me.
I
think she thinks you better watch out. She thinks I'm cute.
God, men are exhausting.
I always end up saying that about everyone. Kiki, Michaeline.
Not
Chrissy.
And Michaeline had some tension.
Michaeline wants it.
I don't know.
Michaeline wants it bad.
I really don't know. Yeah, according to you, every woman wants it bad.
Do you think Michaeline likes my goatee?
I don't know, babe.
Probably not. It's still
Why don't you
growing
hop
in.
on Keanu's show and ask her?
Maybe I will.
I don't know what I would have heard. I never hear that sound.
Nobody was there?
No.
No Amazon delivery?
Nope. Maybe it's your... I hate your mic arm. It makes a lot of noises. But it doesn't sound like a...
There's no noise.
Not right now. There's never noise when you're trying to show somebody something.
Yeah, that's true. You got a good point. Anyway, I was ranting about gays. Look, I'm not going to say...
And the lube should be free. Like fountains of lube. You could just walk by, boom, there you go. Just in case you and another dude meet and you get a look. Because, sometimes two dudes look at each other like, time to
I'm not saying that this weekend during my daughter's party that I jumped on trampolines with Nick Rekieta. But that doesn't necessarily mean two guys can jump on trampolines together.
It's totally.
And it's...
Well, you know what? Honestly, I'm saying that, but I have to say maybe I'm just jealous because I know I can't jump on trampolines.
That's true. Like
maybe I'm just angry about it, and I'm
my
projecting.
friend and neighbor was there, and he stood on the platform. He did not jump on the trampolines.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe that is. Everybody to start chipping in a little today. That would be awesome. We are 270 away from today's goal. We are a ways away. We're halfway through the show, and we made about $80 so far today. Matt Joe says, remember when Nick was covering the Johnny Depp trial? Yeah, I wish I would have done that.
That would have been a good idea.
That would have been a great idea. Yeah, I listened to him talk about like when he had the Rittenhouse trial and when he had the Johnny Depp trial. I'm like, hey, that's cool. You ever listen to morning radio in St. Cloud, Minnesota?
You ever just talk about the news and like fuck around and do weird impressions and shit? No?
Yeah. I mean, you ever do shit like that? I mean, that's kind of fun, right? It's like, yeah. Or I just watch a trial and have tens of thousands of people watch me and pay me ungodly amounts of money, and you're like, yeah, I mean, that's all well and good if you're a egg, but you ever make a bunch of jokes about like turtle wax? No.
Okay. Hello. Howdy, everybody. Good evening. Please, somebody put in the chat if you can hear me or not. I have still yet to take the class from Rekieta-Imholte on how to start these shows. So this is going to be a cold open. I see MSO can see me. This must be good. As you can see, Aaron is not here yet. He absolutely might be. I don't know where he is right now. Maybe he's with his other ladies. I'm not sure yet. In fact, I almost didn't make it here today at all. So I can't imagine the tragedy that would have gone down had neither of us showed up. Hey guys, let's stop being a piece of shit in the chat, huh? This person saved me today. I had no idea how bad this was about to get. But thanks to an OG listener tonight, I am here. I did not get in an accident thanks to this man. I would like to send him something nice, so I hope he's going to message me. I believe maybe we've messaged already before, but oh yeah, Aaron's already in the chat. Give April all your money. I'm sorry, Aaron. I don't really know how to copy and paste all this shit into the chat over and over again. But there is our goal is pinned to the top, 250 by 9:30. No, wait, 250 by 9 o'clock to go to 9:30. I believe that's how he's planning this out today. That's the usual one. Like I said, I don't know what Aaron's up to. Could be anything. He's a man that really gets around, as I'm told. I've heard some stories. Maybe his girlfriends will be in the chat tonight. Red Fox Mad with $4.99. Thank you. Says, let's knock out the goal before Aaron comes back. I actually think that'd be really cool. I'm going to have a beer with you guys or two. I think that'd be cool. Look, I'm a little jittery because of what happened to me tonight. It's not even that Aaron's not here. I've actually opened this show for almost a whole hour by myself before. I do like this part, though, when people in the chat start theorizing why nobody's here. Fauci's Pangolin already says the 90s again, which, by the way, I've wanted to go there for years, and until I gained some people in my life, the most beloved people in my life, a few of them, including Aaron, I had never been able to go because I'm not going to go by myself. It's not a safe endeavor. The 90s is maybe one of the most fun places I've ever been for a good night out. Drinks, dancing, lights, sweating, everything. It's foam parties. I've been to my first foam party ever recently, which was really, really fun. Definitely check out the 90s sometimes. It doesn't really matter if you're gay, and I think all of us are a little bit gay anyways. Somewhere in there, we just don't like to admit it. And that's okay. All right. Let's get to these theories, and then I'm going to get to this story as to why I almost didn't make it either.
Finkelstein shit kid, which one did I don't mind you saying that I'm broke. That's fine. I just need to know how broke I am exactly.
What did you guys do down here?
I don't know what the kids were tearing the place apart.
Good Lord.
There was nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. All right, guys. April has a story.
Yes.
We are at 210. You guys, thank you very much. We like to be under 200 by the top of the hour. We're not even at the bottom of the damn thing. So go ahead, throw in Streamlabs, PayPal, all that shit.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Do you like how I worked on the fly, by the way, which you never do with your phone on the show?
You made it work.
Oz called me, and instead of panicking and not taking the call, I figured it out.
You did. I'm proud of you.
I didn't need that shit connected.
I'm proud of you. MSO says, ruined the show. We all were enjoying April in charge. She still is. So April got into a situation. I'm going to let her tell it, and I'm going to get situated and get all my stuff together. You guys keep knocking that shit out. You're doing great. And April will tell her story. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. People are mean to you. Okay. So tonight, I was leaving my family about five-ish to get back here to do this lovely evening show. And this, I know he's got to be listening right now. This, I'm going to call him a crazy-looking man. I was in the left lane on this highway. It's a 2-lane highway. No, wait. So 2-lane going one direction. So he
4-lane highway.
So, yeah.
That's all right. Go ahead. You're doing great.
4-lane highway. This crazy-looking man, this Ford.
I'm sure he likes hearing himself described that way. By the way, thank you for complimenting my looks earlier. That was very nice, actually. That was very sweet.
I don't remember doing that.
You did. You were very nice to me.
It's show amnesia. I don't.
It made me
anything.
feel good. I'm just letting you know it boosted my self-esteem.
I don't think it happened.
I felt loved. Continue on.
I like how you interrupt my story of survival.
You were asking
for your appearances.
You were asking me if the 2-lane road thing was correct, and I
didn't ask.
Go ahead. All right, I'm leaving. Bye-bye.
Okay, so he's listening. His girlfriend's in here. He's listening. Good. So this guy, I'm in the left lane. My cruise is set, going fast enough. Not speeding per se, but fast enough. Now, as many of you know, this goddamn deer a little while back I didn't hit the deer. The deer hit me. I'm going like 35 on a country curve, and this runs right into my front passenger side bumper. So this little piece is like cracked off, but it's still attached. Figure it out. And so I have this thing like firmly zip tied to my truck until I can get it to the shop. And it's fine. It's not really that big. It's like this and this. But it was secure. It's been secure since the day it happened. Apparently today it was not. On my way home, this man, who turns out to be a listener, speeds up to catch up to me, tries to motion to me to pull over, and I'm like, oh, hell no. This looked like run-of-the-mill dude with a beard and all this stuff. Looks like a hardworking guy, but I don't know him, so I'm like, I'm pulling over for somebody I didn't do anything to, right? I didn't hit him. I didn't have anything from my truck fly out and hit him. So I keep going, and I'm like, what the fuck? I keep going, and he had slowed down because he was preparing to pull over to the shoulder with me. I'm like, no. So I kept going. He speeds the up to motion to me one more time. Like, no, pull over. So I'm like, okay, God, I don't want to anger this man. I don't know what's going on. I pull over, and I'm like, well, what's going on, buddy? And he's like, did you know that you have like part of your bumper hanging off your truck and it's rubbing on your tire and smoking? And I'm like, holy shit. And he starts to tell me about how, yeah, I was driving behind you clearly and your tire's smoking. I could smell it. You're going to blow if you let that continue.
Ooh, lucky tire.
Lucky tire. I'm like, oh my God. So I looked at it, and he was right. There was a little bit of wear on my tire, but hardly. You could just see a mark where it was. It's just a plastic bumper, right? This man proceeds to ask me, he's like, are you April by any chance? I'm like, yep. He's like, Rekieta-Imholte? Yep. Oh, he's like, oh, cool. Well, he told me his actual name, and then I had to ask later, but it was, I effed up my Buick.
Oh, okay.
He's been an OG listener for fuck ever, I'm assuming. I remember his name from way back. Very nice guy. Took time out of his day in his brand new truck, congratulations, with not all of his tools in it, to scrounge around his truck to find a tool and go through several of them trying to get this piece off so it can stop rubbing on my tire and I can make it home safe. Very nice man. Ended up cutting it off for me. I have the piece in my truck. I hate it. But he did a very good job. I think he deserves all the praise.
Now maybe you'll finally pick that collision place that you need to go to.
I know.
April filed her claim with insurance, and like, you need to pick a place you want to go to so we know to work with them. And she hasn't done it.
Anyways.
Gross. I got a private message from Crunchy Cynicism. Should I read it?
Well, you two sometimes, so yeah, you probably should.
Sometimes.
You might want to, schedule that around me. At least pencil me in once or twice.
Pencil you in once or twice a week? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How about a couple times a week for you? Once
At
a
least
week.
7 for her.
I gotta give my wife more.
At least once a day.
My wife gets the most, and then she can have the next most, and then I don't know. I'll keep my dance card open for one. Just in case. When you're swinging all the time, you got to keep your options open.
I don't think that's considered swinging.
Johnny and I were talking about it today. I always just marvel at how cool everyone who hates me thinks I am. And they're because I went to the bathroom today and they're like, "Oh, Aaron he just went and did coke." And I'm like, "You guys think I'm a lot cooler than I am. Like I'm doing coke.
I know. About the swinging stuff, you guys make it sound so interesting and fun.
Right.
I might just start doing it.
8:30 in the morning, I'm just like, oh, Aaron's fucking Keanu and Lady Rackets. I'm like, God damn, I'm swimming in fucking April. I'm fucking April.
Where am I?
You're fucking everybody too.
What?
Yes.
So you get all the drugs and the
and you're getting all the apparently.
I think your powder is actually Fun Dip, which would be awesome.
That's why I'm so
Fun Dip
jacked
is
up
so
all the time.
good.
It's sugar.
I actually wish you'd buy me Fun Dip sometimes.
All you got to do is ask. So nobody knows who created the phrase on the lamb. And it's just L-A-M. It's not. It's from the Old English word lamb, which meant a beating. So you're on the beating. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to spit this out.
Okay, just go do it. Don't tell me you're going to go do it. Don't. Ugh. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Well, at any rate, guys, 195 away from today. Let's go into our first story. Shakira. Oh, by the way, I did get a comment from Cambodian River Pig. I love that guy. He does reviews of shitty channels.
Okay.
And he left a comment on our show this morning. He said, holy shit. He goes, everyone's kind of noticing that you're right about Melton. If he doesn't talk about you, he's got nothing. He goes, he was watching some fat guy today and just calling him fat. He goes, it was the worst thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, yes, I rescued the guy. I gave him everything. I'm his daddy. He knows this. And I just want to thank you. And I say you're welcome. And if Cambodian River Pig recognizes it, that to me is normal, intelligent people.
So it's just more of the pot calling the kettle black?
Oh, right. How dare he?
How dare Patrick call anybody fat?
Well, that's obviously him coping and trying to, it furthers the whole lore that he's trying to run away from what he is. He's trying to put on a character. It's like a little boy pretending to be a superhero because his uncle molests him. That's what Patrick's doing about his fat, hunchback, obese, diabetic life, is he's trying to cope with it by going, I'm a truth-telling, I pick things apart. And it's like, no, you're just kind of a lying to yourself in your own basement.
Well, yeah, I mean...
as a guy who lies to himself in his own basement, I think I can analyze these things pretty well. Yeah, he's definitely got that attitude about his weight and his childhood that kids who were molested have, where he's just trying to be anything but that kid because he's running away from himself. And therapy will fix that. That's the thing. Steve-O, like I said, junkie the entire time Jackass was on, got himself clean. And I've opened for Steve-O once, and I've hung out with him. I think he was in town twice.
I've heard this so many times.
And he's just a really good guy. He's just a really cool dude. He's super personable, really nice. He was great on the show. He was fun to hang out with backstage. He was really kind and generous with his time. Has a great time on stage. Steve-O's just a really cool, down-to-earth guy.
He is.
Been sober for 16 years now, which it's amazing, man. People stop doing, like, whether it's heroin, crack, cocaine, whatever meth, booze, whatever people get addicted to, cigarettes even, they get addicted. They quit. And they still crave it all those years later. Like my dad would tell me that he was probably 50 years old, so he'd stopped smoking cigarettes and crack 20 years earlier. No, he stopped smoking cigarettes. Yeah, he stopped smoking cigarettes for 20 years. And he told me, he said when people are smoking, he likes to be around them.
Yeah.
Because he likes the smell. I'm like, that smell is disgusting. It's gross.
I'm in limbo on that one too. My grandma died of COPD because of her smoking habit. Okay, she quit like 10 years before she died, but it was too late. The COPD caught up to her eventually. But like being around people who smoke for me now, like that smell brings me both like bad feelings because she died, but like good feelings because it smells like her. So it like brings me comfort at the same time. It's a really weird thing.
Los Federales says, I'm 11 months sober today. Congratulations, man. That's very, very cool. Dark Fox says, I'm the same with cigarettes. Sea-Dog says, Aaron, that's your claim to fame, you knowing Steve-O? No. God, what an autist. I had a story about the guy. I've met him. I've hung out with him. He's a good guy. I'm sorry that makes you uncomfortable. I don't know what to tell you. Stop living your life this way. So Steve-O was going on Bill Maher. Tori Spelling broke the news to Dean McDermott that she had filed for divorce in the middle of their podcast. Now,
that's bold.
You know, there's a stereotype about Hollywood actors and actresses that they're vapid, self-centered attention whores. Nothing really goes to solidify that stereotype than telling the audience on your podcast before you tell your husband that you're divorcing him. However, I don't think most people are like surprised by divorces. No. I think you kind of see it coming.
I feel like you'd do something like that.
Like do it on the show?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No, that's not how I did mine. I'm a lot more grandiose.
Look.
I have a lot more showy ways of doing it.
Yeah, Aaron just announcing it on a show would have been tame.
Yeah, if I would have said, hey, guys, my wife doesn't know this, but I'm getting a divorce, would have been a lot more...
a little more kosher?
A little more kosher than the way I did. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. All right, let's...
My eyes are watering, holding back this sneeze.
Let's listen to Tori Spelling and her divorce announcement on her show.
Hi.
Hey, I signed the paper. Oh, you're worried people are going to think you're a f***ing asshole because I filed first? Well, I kind of deserve that. That's something I should be allowed to do. Okay, love you. Like, what? What kind of sociopathic bullshit is that?
I have no idea.
Hey, I can't wait to f***ing leave you. By the way, love you.
Yeah, I would never be able to do that, I don't think. Like, hey, see you later, but I love you still. Let's keep in touch.
I hate it when people do that. When like, I still love you. No, you don't. This wouldn't be happening if there was still love there. Like if you love someone, you work it out. You make it. If you don't love the whole point of getting divorced is that a hard thing is happening. That if you loved each other, you would find a way through it and get to the other side and find a way to survive. If you find out you don't love each other anymore when you're like, I don't want to fight to get through this, that's how you know there's no love.
Right.
So you don't end that conversation with, I love you, schnookums. I love you, schmookabee. What?
That's not something that, you don't
just passive-aggressively shit on this guy for 5 minutes.
You shit on him and then you end it with affection. I don't get it.
It's like betraying Jesus and then kissing his cheek.
Yeah. Or getting down and kissing his feet because that's what he was into.
You do what Jesus wanted you to do. That was the whole point. That whole thing is f***ed up. The whole, like, recording the announcement.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's, don't do that. Probably don't do it publicly in general. Obviously, we were kidding earlier. That's a really private conversation to be having.
Right. Are you annoyed?
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
I'm a little anxious, I suppose. I have to pee severely bad, too.
No, I'm annoyed.
You mind if I go pee quick?
That's kind of a late notice thing.
Yes. Mute the mics quick.
Yeah.
Ask?
Yeah. Why don't you go?
Would you like anything?
Okay. The apple pie that's in there. Shake it a little and then pour it like 2 or 3 fingers in the glass. Maybe 3.
Okay.
I'll take the rest. You know what?
That sounds good.
Just take the rest of that jar and pour it in a glass. There's a jar in there that's been used from this morning. No. There's not much left. Just use that jar.
Okay. I'll be right back then.
I
will be right back. I have to pee and do this shit, apparently.
Sean says...
I started the show for you.
Very good. You did a wonderful job, honey.
Thank you.
Sean says, seeing as how Aaron is not reading chat, press 1 for next. Sean, I am really getting tired of you nexting all my shit. You're making me feel like I'm not a good performer. All right, let's talk about these guys. We've got less than 20 minutes left in tonight's show, unless you guys can hit that $160 mark. And then we'll add all right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much. We really appreciate all your time, energy, money, and promotion of the program.
Thank you.
Very, very cool. And again, April, unbelievable job.
Unbelievable, Rich.
Getting the show on the air at 7 o'clock. That was very
fun.
cool.
A nice cold open.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow morning. Johnny and I will be back at 6 a.m. Talk to you then. Welcome, everybody. I'm all by myself. The way it should be. I'm kidding. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Another great show coming. Off to a great start yesterday. I just heard April yell upstairs. Well, anyway. That must mean either Johnny's here or April fell. One of the two. Well, anyway, distractions aside, welcome to the program. April says that would be Johnny. He just got here. Okay. I have a question for Ryan the Garbage Man. All right, Pepper, you're gone. I'm not in the mood to hear shitty April or me shit today. Thank you very much. So you can check that shit at the door. Thank you very much. I probably no more negativity. I'm going to be like one of those black streamers. Yo, dog, it just be positive up in this bitch. I was like really close. I just had one of those funky wake-ups where I didn't get a lot of sleep and I woke up shitty and felt shitty and just went, God, maybe I should just call Johnny and say no show today. And just, just call her today. But you know what? I spruced up a little bit. I'll figure it out. We'll do a great show. I'll be funny. I'm a funny guy. Is that what they say? They say I'm a funny guy. SH says, by the way, April got me a little bowl of honey roasted peanuts for the show. So I think she still likes me. If a girl gets you a bowl, look, I'm not good at picking up signals from girlies. But I think if a girl gives you a bowl of honey roasted peanuts, I think she thinks you're okay. I think honey roasted peanuts are a good sign. There is nothing any of you could say about me right now that would make me feel bad.
I mean,
there's nothing you could say about my life that wouldn't make me respond with, One of April's friends wrote to her. I'm going to say friends. Wrote to her and was like, it sounds like he's gearing up for a divorce and he's trying to make it look like your fault. I'm like, it's delicious candied bacon, though. Hey, let's pick on a guy for a little bit because their show sucks or they don't do a show where they're not any good. Like, subscribe, share, the whole thing.